What's up guys, Pocosami here, and in today's video, I want to talk about masteries, and slap battles of course. So the first thing you need to know is, masteries were added on January 17th, 2025, which was around, doing the math, almost 4 months ago. And with these masteries, you can get a little yellow name tag when you do a mastery. And what's so cool about it is that these are very powerful. So the way you get them is, there's a glove and it has a task right here, the yellow icon, and you have to do those tasks, and when all of them are done, you will get the mastered version of the glove. The glove just gives you an upgraded version. My question was, is it worth it? Because I saw Nate's video about it and I thought, okay, well, 50 hours, that's a lot. I decided to spend 15 hours, and 15 hours, I know that's not a lot compared to 50, but I got about 4 mastery gloves and he got 10. So tell me what's better. I was gonna originally get 5, hence why I had bus as an item. Then, let me just check chat. Alright, well, chat's not interesting. Anyway, with the bus glove having a mastery, the most recent mastery we've gotten is the phase glove. Now the phase glove, let me just double check my information. Okay, the phase glove is a badge glove, which I'll show you what it looks like. This is it. This is phase right here. This is the most recent mastery glove. Now, I will talk about, well, I'll just play in the background while I'm playing and trying to get this mastery. Oh wow, look at that, phase orb. And what you have to do is find a phase orb, touch it, and you will get the badge. I got super lucky and got a phase orb, which is super nice, lol. Anyway, for the time being, what the hardest part is, sorry, and anyway, the hardest part is the mastery would take up to hours. The easiest mastery is fort and space, but out of those two, fort is much more easier, having 3 quests, instead for space having 4 quests. So you can see that, yeah. And 4 was actually the first, well, not the first, but the first master glove I did was Gloval, and it took me about 3 hours. Then the next master glove I did was Cloud, which took me 4 hours. Then it was, what was it after? Then it was, wait, hold on. I said Gloval, Cloud, then it was, oh yeah, then it was Fort, which was my 3rd master glove. And then my 4th one was, what's it called? Yeah, it was, very interesting to say the least. It is Brick. Now, Brick, I'm very proud. I'll tell you how long each one took so you can then do the math and add them up. So, technically, Gloval, which was the first mastery glove, took me 3 hours. What else? Then, afterwards, Cloud took me about 4 hours. Then, Fort took me about 2.5 hours, which, not bad compared to other gloves. And finally, Brick took me a total of 5 hours. So when you add all those numbers up, you get a funny number. The thing is, obviously, that, yeah, those probably don't add up to 15, though I could be wrong. But considering everything, yeah, I'm going to consider it as 10 plus hours, which is 15 hours. Now I thought, okay, well, maybe I could get 5 for the video or something. But no, that's not what we do on this channel. I don't want to keep grinding. Though I will be grinding bus and do a showcase later if I do get it. But for now, it's just boring. It's just spamming buses, using the ability. Because I saw Billify's video about it, and I thought, okay, well, maybe I can try the glove myself. Except, the mastery requires you to own Blasphemy, which is required. And it is a badge glove, which requires the badge grandson. Which just get hit by enough buses until you get a concussion. Very simple. It has, I think, 1 in 100 chance. I don't know. That's not my problem. Oh, man. Anyway, for the time being, you can view your turn progress, and you can see that I own the badge. The other 2 is just slap a specific amount of people with your bus, and slap people with the bus glove equipped. What makes this even harder is that you have to do all of this in a public server, since private servers do not save mastery whatsoever. And I find that kind of unfair, since master gloves are supposed to be, rewarding? Here, I'll show you an example with brick, because a lot of people told me brick is really overpowered. So I'll showcase. Now, brick has a different texture. I'll show you what the regular texture looks like, and then I'll show you what the mastered version looks like. So we all know that brick looks like this. Like, it looks like that, alright? Now, I'll show you what the mastered version looks like. So you can see it looks white now. When I place my E ability, I can do that. And this. Hold on. Nope. Oh, I didn't even hit him. Well, let me just try this out on a test experiment, because, yes. Oh, I will try it on N from Murder Drones. No! Oh, dang it. Alright, well, you get the point. What it does is it auto-flings, which the obtainment method is insane, and it took me about 4 to 5 hours. But, oh, nice, headshot. And now I can do my favorite part. Oh, well, I think N is mad at me. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. I tried showcasing it. Very, very self-explanatory. However, one thing I will mention is that Nate's Fate made a video about it, like I said before, and, well, are mastery gloves worth it? Well, it depends. If you use the glove, then yeah, it's worth it. But if you don't use the glove, then why are you trying to get it? So, why out of those 4 did I get them? Well, for one reason. Gloval, around the time when I was doing Gloval's Mastery, the Hunt Mega Edition released. And Slime Battles was one of the participating games for the Hunt First Edition. And Gloval was the glove released at the time. And I thought, oh well, I can do the mastery for it, since I thought it'd be a nice anniversary reward. Then there's one more thing. Cloud was just a waste of time, in my opinion, and technically, it was very boring, to say the least. Like, up to the point where the whole point of Cloud was better transportation. But then I figured out there are, gloves that already have that feature, like Materialize or Phase. There's so many gloves that technically have some kind of transport method to it. And I don't know. The third glove is Ford. Now, Ford, because I heard my friend told me that that this was a very easy mastery glove, and I was like, no way this isn't. Considering this took me 2 hours, it makes sense that it was pretty easy. Though I would say the hardest part about it is perhaps, maybe, just maybe, the sheer amount of, because some of them are actually really grindy. Like, up to the point where you see a badge glove, and you go like, okay, that's easy. But then you go and you find somebody else with that badge glove, and you go like, well, I don't think it's worth getting. And that's how mastery gloves work. If you see somebody with a mastery glove you already own, maybe before you do, you don't feel like getting it anymore. But there is a reason why you should get mastery gloves. It's because you need to understand that mastery gloves are very important. Because they will help you. And Global is more likely, if I had to rank it, an S tier. Just saying. There are some gloves I would rank absolutely horrible, like Redacted. Redacted only gives you an ability that sucks players in if they're close, and it gives you an F ability, that allows you to pee. It's just goo. What the? Oh, voice chat. Well, good thing I don't have my sounds on. Great. Alright, that's revenge. Right, I'm not going to talk to people in voice chat, though, if you guys want a video of me playing with people with voice chat, go ahead and comment it down below. Anyway, for the other reason being that, obviously, mastery gloves are very, very important. Without them, this game wouldn't have anything else to do, except, grind things like Avatar or stuff. I'd rather do mastery gloves than grinding slaps, and that's because they actually give the player somewhat of an objective. I'm not saying that without mastery gloves the game wouldn't be fun, but if they were there, of course, what makes me kind of upset is that mastery gloves are really boring. Like, you can't really talk about them too much, up to the point where you can only talk about what they do. You don't talk about how they work. You just talk about what they do. And what I mean by how they work, I mean what's the obtainment method. You don't talk about that, you just talk about how the gloves Mastered version works, and it's not fun, honestly. Now, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I know that my most recent videos, two videos, my how to get the Slender Glove and me getting it, I know, and I'm sorry that I've uploaded a little bit of slap battles, but I do miss this game, and I do miss uploading videos. And I thought, why not go back to slap battles? Because why not? Though, my most popular video seems to be the Undertale Yellow video, which, one problem, my dad deinstalled Undertale Yellow on his computer, because that's the computer I was using. And so, therefore, he deleted it, therefore, I cannot make Undertale Yellow anymore. However, I will still play on the channel games like slap battles, but I'm not gonna play things like Undertale Yellow because my dad, okay, he's fine with, like, let's say, I don't know, Roblox, but he's not fine. Oh my gosh, it's laggy. He's not fine with games that lag his computer. Roblox doesn't lag that much, but you know, it's whatever. So yeah, the whole deal was, do mastery gloves have the right to exist? And to which I say, it depends. I'm not saying it's worth it, but it depends. Though, one more thing I wanted to talk about. Hello, Bob. Master gloves are fun, but, like, you know, you're just working hours just to get a glove that you're probably never going to use again. And that's the funny part, because you're supposed to make it so, you know, you actually have a mastery glove to worry about, and so you're just working hours just to get something you're never going to use again. And that's fair, but mastery gloves are actually really good, since they gave more, you know, if you're maining that glove, then yeah, it would make perfect sense. But for now, though, I'll probably have to end off the video here, since that answers the question. Mastery gloves are worth it if you use the glove. That's it, that's all I have to say. I'm not going to talk for 30 minutes, and whenever that is a thing, I will do two things. I will do Mastery Showcase, and I will also do voice chat and slap battles, or just any game in general. And yeah, hopefully this video helps you understand that Mastery Gloves are really good. Like, you know, I already have 4 of them within 15 hours. Doing the math, that's like 3 hours per Mastery Glove, even though I don't have 5 yet. Yeah, anyway, I'll probably see you guys in the next one. Just let me do one thing. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys in the next